Hi, I'm Julia. I'm one of the professionally trained fitters here at Elevate Dance and Activewear, and we're going to talk about a point fitting today and what to expect. First, I'm going to check for compressibility in your foot. That means how much your foot will move when the shoe is on. It's kind of depends on just muscles and bones and how they work together in each individual foot. And there are 3 factors in a point shoe. So the shape of your foot, the length of your toes, and the shape of your toes are all going to play essential roles. So I'm looking at those to get a sense of what kind of vamp, that's number 1, what kind of vamp to get you. And I want something a little bit tapered to follow the shape of your foot and with a shorter box because you have a little bit shorter toes. After I look at the compressibility, I'll ask the dancer to face the bar in first position and releve. And I'm looking at her arch, the shape of her heel, and the flexion in her metatarsals. Go ahead and relax. And tendu this foot in second. I'm looking at the same things. And go ahead and relax that foot and tendu your left. Perfect. I can also see any alignment issues that might need some extra support from the shoe. You can go ahead and relax. So this dancer already has toe pads that work for her. She's putting a spacer between her first and second toe. If you're prone to bunions, that helps straighten out this joint right here and take some of the pressure out of that joint. Bunions are predominantly hereditary, but a spacer can ease and help prevent exacerbation of the problem. Over her spacer, this dancer uses an ouch pouch toe pad, which we have for sale here. They provide cushion between her foot and the shoe, but they are also thin enough that they allow her to feel fully the shoe because we want the point shoe to be an extension of the foot and not separate from the foot. You want to be sure and put your foot in straight into the shoe so that the shank and everything is all straight and lined up. The easiest way to do that is to trace your toe down the inside of the shoe. So you'll turn the shoe out, keep your foot in parallel, and that will force it to go on straight. You might find that it's a little difficult to get up over your heel. That is normal. That is actually essential for a good fit. So now that we've got them on nice and straight, go ahead and lift this heel. Ease your weight into this foot. There we go. All right, I'm gonna check for the length. I'm gonna make sure that shank is nice and flat against the back of the foot. I'm gonna be sure that it's bending right where your foot is bending and there's not too much space. That way we can be sure that the shank is flat against the back of your foot and distributing your weight throughout all 5 metatarsals and allowing for proper alignment from the toes, ankles, knees, all the way to the hips. So I'm gonna leave the drawstrings out. They really are just to kind of clean up any extra fabric on the sides. If you're not gonna buy the shoe, we don't wanna mess with them because once you pull them, you can't really go back. So, and it will be different for each person. Go ahead and lift this heel. All right, and push up. A lot of times at this point, the heels are gonna just pop right off. That is gonna be fixed with ribbons and elastic. And check the length. I check the shank against the foot. You can't always tell with the shape of the heel by pinching. And this is your little bit longer foot. You've got a little bit shorter one over here. That's why that one moves. So I can see that she has good support all the way through from her toes to her heels. That proper fit and alignment of the shoe and her foot is going to allow her body to be in a proper alignment, and it's going to distribute the weight of her body so that it is in the healthiest position possible. Now that she has her ribbons and elastics sewn, all of these pieces work together to provide support through the foot and ankle. This dancer has a very pronounced arch and instep, so we recommended a wider elastic and a crisscross formation across her instep to help keep that shank straight and flat against the back of her foot. And this dancer uses an infinity ribbon to tie the shoes so that it is easy and quick to put on.